That's a massive head. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy, baby. Hold up a quick second. Ah. So y'all don't see the baby. Still knocked out. Oops. Alright. Think we all good? Turn down this music a little bit. What's going on, y'all? Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well, feeling blessed. Hope everybody that's out there in where the hurricane hit is all right. You know, blessings go out to your family, all that good stuff. I'm the host for this empowerment session. It's your boy Hollywood as always. I'm trying to have some breakfast, man. What's going on, Eddie Bars? Excuse me. Blessings to you and the fam, man. Let's see. Fight night starts around 9 o'clock. So that's about 14 hours from now. You know, they have the pre-fight card and stuff like that. So it's gonna be on HBO pay-per-view. So I'm supposed to be meeting up with family and stuff like that to go check it in a bar. If I do that, I'll try to live stream it, get you our live reactions and things like that. But that's supposed to be the plan. I don't know for sure. All right, Grandma. That's not bad. Well, what was the Uber one? Because you know,
Uber was 36.
No, but you know, remember I have the discount. You should have checked.
Oh, too late now.
You already did it. Well, wait, maybe when you come back.
All right.
Or, yeah, man. So, what's your predictions for tonight, Eddie Bars? Sorry about that. My mom's leaving for work. What's your predictions for tonight, man? Who you liking for this fight, man?
Umbrella I gave you that day.
What is that?
Umbrella I gave you that day.
Well, I don't know. 'Cause I don't even. Did I put it in my bag?
That's what I was.
Oh, it's not in the bag. Oh boy.
That's a little one. I like that. Fits in your bag.
Yeah, I don't. Dang. Canelo is smart, but I want Triple G to win. Yeah. Yeah. If I would say Canelo. I would agree with you. Canelo is a more well-rounded boxer, I think, than Triple G. I think Triple G is old enough, experienced enough in his ways that he has a one-track mind. You know, he uses what works. You know, like he's an expert at his style of fighting. You know, his walk-down style of fighting. You know, that Mexican style of fighting. You know, just walk you down, get you onto the ropes, and then hammer on you. You know, he'll walk in with the jab. You know, as the measuring stick. With a little bit of head movement, you know, very limited head movement, but he'll walk you down. I think Canelo is a more well-rounded fighter, so I think Canelo, yeah, is a smart fighter. Definitely a smart fighter. Definitely more well-rounded. I mean, he's younger too. You know what I mean? So he has that ability to, you know, be more well-rounded. You know, Triple G is a little bit older, so. You know, Triple G kind of has to kind of stick to a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Stick to a game plan because he might not have the stamina or the you know, the ability left in him to do other things. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are excuse me. Do you think the fight will be like the first one for a bit more brawling or a bit more brawling? Personally, so this is interesting. See, I don't think. I think this is what I think. I believe that if they want a more decisive winner at the end, they need to fight. They need to. I wouldn't say brawl a little bit more. I would say let their hands go a bit more. If I, but I don't think they're going to do that, because I believe these two fighters have a lot of respect for each other, and they're scared of they're scared of their ability, so they're gonna really tiptoe around it. Because you got to understand, at this level of boxing, like these guys are the cream of the crop at what they do. One mistake and it's lights out, you know, especially, you know, in sports like boxing, you know, MMA and stuff like that. You know, when you're on these, you know, on the caliber where these fighters are, you know, they're very nervous to make these types of mistakes. That's one. So I think it's going to be a lot paced the way the first fight was paced, very slow. But I think that if someone wants to be a decisive winner, one of these two are going to have to come out brawling, and I think it's going to be, in my opinion, Triple G. Reason why I say Triple G is because Triple G is older. Triple G, you know, is in the twilight of his career. He doesn't want to go out. And at least if he's gonna go out, he's got to go out fighting. His corner should have told him, like in the first fight, he should have let his hands go. Because I mean, I thought if he would have let his hands go when he had Canelo in the ropes like he wanted to do, that which is his fighting style, and Canelo wasn't counter attacking as well as he usually does, he should have let his hands go. I think it was a big mistake in Triple G's part to let, you know, all those opportunities that he had got Canelo in the ropes or in the corner, let it go. So I think this, if I had to choose a person that's gonna let their hands go out of these two, it's gonna be Triple G, because Triple G, this is it for him, really. Like, if you really think about it, there's no more fights like Canelo after this for him. You know, a lot of people want to say that Triple G wants to unify the titles before he goes and everything like that. Okay, possibly, but is it gonna be on the stage of someone like Canelo? Probably not. So this is really like his last big fight. There's really not anybody else that's gonna really make the money that these two are gonna make right now, especially with the heat from the last fight. So I don't know if I really directly answered your question. I hope I did. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did. The brawling end, I think, will come more from Triple G. And another reason why I feel that is because two reasons. Well, one reason, and I'm gonna give you the devil's advocate. Canelo was a lot bigger in that first fight. If you look at him now, he is definitely a lot smaller. Steroids, I don't know. You know, I hear a lot of excuses going around. I hear a lot of things thrown around. I just, you know, I'm using my eyes. You know, I don't know what happened, you know, because it could be anything. But I know for sure that Canelo was a lot bigger on that last fight, and now he is a lot slimmer. But the first fight, he was taking a lot of Golovkin's blows. He was taking a lot of it. He was like, for someone that moved up in weight, fought the best in the weight division, and was able to take it. Psychologically, I feel like Canelo was like, yo, I got this dude. You know, I could take his shots, and then I could get back to more of my counter punching, because I know I could take his shots. The problem is if his mind and his body are gonna be connected on that, because like I said, he's a lot smaller than he was before, and that has a lot to do with the damage that you could take. Golovkin is natural. This is natural weight class, so you know he feels he's at home. You know, it's Canelo that's really, like, you know, moving, you know, and you know, probably lost a lot of muscle, because you know he made weight, so he probably lost a lot of muscle. So that might have an effect on his, you know, on his plan. If his plan is to take more punches, you know, his body might not be able to take it. So I mean, like I said, I still think Canelo needs, Golovkin needs to brawl more, and I think he is gonna brawl more. He's still gonna do that walk down style. He's still gonna, but I think he's gonna let his hands go a little bit more once he gets him in those positions. Canelo, he knows that that's his style. Like we said, like you said, Eddie, he's smarter, so he's gonna try to box more well-rounded. Probably gonna fall back a little bit more on the counter punching, is if he's gonna be able to take it, because Golovkin's gonna get him in the ropes. Like there's no way that he's not going to get him there. So that's gonna be really the dynamic of the fight. What Canelo does when Golovkin gets him there in the corner, so in the ropes. How is he gonna evolve his game? So it's gonna be interesting. While I was watching some of the like the press and all that, I don't like how things, like how they're trying to sell it. Like these two got so much bad blood for each other, and I hate when they do that in the sports, man. Just to sell it, they want to make an issue out of nothing. When Canelo turns around his head, when a right hand comes, do you think Triple G would try to fake a punch, and as Canelo turns around, he'll get hit? I don't think he will. He should, but I don't think he will, because like I said, Triple G is a very, I guess you could say, stubborn in his ways fighter. He's not a trickster. He's not a combination puncher. He's not someone that tries to break down your defense with something slick. Like I said, he's straight ahead. He comes in with the straight punches, and he just does what he does best. And that's not something that he does. You would think that he would do something like that. And a lot of top tier great fighters do that. Once they know that a fighter is being very defensive, or you get them in the you get them in the corner in the ropes, and that they're covering up, defending up, you try to break down the defense. Triple G doesn't really do that. That's just not his style. That's not his style of fighting. Will it be to his detriment? Possibly, because like we said, Canelo's a smart fighter, man. Canelo's a smart fighter. He's the younger fighter. He's powerful. I don't know about in this weight. Like I said, with the muscle that he lost, I don't know if he's gonna be as strong. So I don't know if he's really gonna be able to deter Golovkin. But power don't always win fights. If Triple G, if Canelo can be a ring general with his age, and be able to control the ring, go around the ring, move around the ring, when get in those good punches, get in those jabs, those those hooks that Canelo's really known for, good real body hooks. And the counter punching, I don't see how he could lose. But I don't know. It depends. I think Canelo will go more for the body, since Triple G has such a strong jaw. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Canelo has good body hooks, and I don't think Triple G is scared of Canelo, especially now that he lost all that muscle. He wasn't scared of him the first. I mean, let me rephrase that. Not saying that he wasn't scared of him, because I know he was scared of being counterpunched Triple G. That's why he didn't let his hands go when in the last fight, when Canelo got him in the when Triple G got Canelo in the corners and the ropes, I know Triple G was scared of Canelo's counterpunching ability. That's why I didn't let his hands go. But I think now after the first fight, Triple G is not scared of Canelo's power, especially after he lost all that muscle. So even if he was hitting shots to, you know, Canelo's jaw, like you said, Triple G got a strong jaw, and he's not scared of Canelo. I honestly don't think Canelo will knock him out. I think his best bet would be to go to the body, like I said. Those nice body hooks, those nice body shots. Because when a Mexican style fighter, and I don't, you know, it's not to be racist, it's just the style of the fight, the fighter. And what that means, Mexican style boxing is a fighter that likes to walk you down. He likes to cover up, and he walks you. He's defending everything you got, and he walks you. Or he'll, if you're not throwing, he'll measure you with the jab, boom, boom, like Canelo does. You know, as this is a measuring stick. The measuring stick, or the jab is the measuring stick. Maybe he'll throw 1-2, you know what I'm saying, just so that, you know, you could, you know, just to mix it up a little bit. But the style is walk down through defense, and these punches are not really meant to knock you out. They just are measuring sticks to push you more to where they want you to go, which is in the corner or the ropes. Once he gets you there, then that's when the offense is starting. That's when he's trying to pick you apart, because you're limited in mobility. So with that being said, that style of fighting, I don't like I said, that's just his style. I don't think he's gonna really deviate from that. You know what I mean? But with this, look what's open, the body. Now Triple G is a good defender. He knows how to use his style. So he'll kind of crunch down to try to work the body shots. But as he's walking, like we said, Canelo's a smart fighter. If he's smart enough while he's walking him down, doing it, that's a lot of chances that Canelo has to really get in some good shots and then move around if he can. And you know, that's what I expect to see. I expect to see while Canelo is getting walked down, he's gonna boom, 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 and move around. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do you think the draw was fair in his first fight? I don't think so. I think it was a close fight, but I don't think it was a draw. I think Triple G won that fight. Because I judged the fight on who was more of a ring general, and I felt that Triple G got more of what he wanted, which was he walked him down, he had him in his positions, and he was doing what he wanted to do to Canelo. But at the same time, like I said, the reason why it's a close fight is because he didn't really do a lot with what he wanted to do. So like I said, when Triple G got him in these corners and in the ropes, he didn't really break him down like he should have. If he would have did more of that, then he would have won. If he would have let his hand go, he would have won. He would have won hands down. But since he didn't, I think it was able to, you know, that was what was the catalyst on making it so that it can be a draw. Because Canelo didn't fight a bad fight. He took a lot of shots. He moved around the ring a lot. You know, he was able to counter punch. Canelo did a lot, and Triple G did what he does best. So, you know, like I said, I think Triple G won the fight, but it wouldn't have been by much. You know, it would have been something like a split decision type of thing. But, you know, I could see a draw, especially the type of money that this fight draws. You know, it is what it is. That's the sport of boxing, man. With these big money fights, man, like, you know, you can't get away from that type of marketing type, you know, like corruption type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. These dudes got a lot of money in this business. So, you know, a lot of things that happens can be caused to question. Like, for instance, when Canelo got caught for using steroids, penalized twice, but yet he only got 6 months. He only got 6 months off of boxing, when usually it's a year penalty. He only got 6 months, and he was able to get this fight at the end of the year. I mean, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Well, now, you know, a year, you know, and it pretty much took a year for this fight to happen. So Triple G's a year older now. I think he's 36 now. When the fight was supposed to happen when he was 35. I don't know, man. When you look at certain things, you're like, damn, you know, that's kind of coincidental. But I don't know, man. You know, I don't have anything set in stone. It's just, you know, my opinions, my thoughts. But you know, when big money like this is like, you know, Golden Boy production and not trying to have their golden goose get handily whooped, you know. And I believe in one of the scorecards for the last fight, it was something atrocious. Like they scored the fight like something crazy. I gotta look it up. I'm gonna look it up in a quick second. But you know, how does that not, you know, how it's too many coincidences when you look at things. It's just like, damn, it seems like there's some money in there, man. But I don't know, man. You know, you would hope that it's as fair as possible, but you know, in the real world, we look in, this is the real world. There's not a lot of things that's fair. See if I can find it. All right. So one of the judges scored it 118 to 110 in favor of Canelo. That was one of the judges. The other two judges scored it evenly, I believe. Yeah, right, because the first judge scored the contest 115 to 113 for Golovkin. Very reasonable. The other judge had it 114, of course, because you have to have a draw. And then Adeline Bird scored about 118 to 110 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. There's no way. Like, how do you get that score in a fight like that? That's impossible. Like, how? And that's like I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's so many coincidences that you say to yourself, like there has to be something going on. You got that decision from Adeline Bird, which was 118, 110, which was which would, you know, spark the draw. Well, what sparks the thought of some kind of collusion. Then you get this, he got caught with steroids, saying it's in the beef. But then he only gets 6 months, and then they're able to get this fight out the end of the year. Like, come on, dude. Because what I'm thinking is that Golden Boy wanted to wait till Triple G's a little bit older, which now he's a year older. He's not about 36. Because if they couldn't if let's say Canelo had the whole year, right, then that potentially means that the Triple G Canelo fight would have to have happened this time next year, possibly. Let's just say, right, Triple G would have been 37. But Triple G could have said, hey, look, since I can't get the fight with Canelo, I'm going to unify the belts. And if he unified the belts, he would have probably retired. And they didn't want that. They wanted to get that win over Triple G because they know that's a big money fight. So, I don't know. It just, a lot of things just seem weird. You know, I don't have nothing set in stone. I don't got no, you know, I can't give you any paperwork or anything like that. But it's just, a lot of things just seem very, very weird. You know. And there's a lot of money in here. Like I said, you know, like that's, you know, Canelo is you know, Oscar De La Hoya's golden goose. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money behind him. Golden Boy got a lot of money. You know, you know, so it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, we live in the real world, man. We know this stuff goes on. So what can you do? It's just a shame when such a good fight ends in a way like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad enough that it ended in a draw. Then add on top of that, you got this dude with a score like that, you know, how can it not scream collusion? What's going on? I Mix 12. Hope I didn't say your name wrong. Blessings to you and the family, my man. We got about, we T minus what, like 14 hours out? It's gonna be on HBO pay-per-view. So we're gonna be in there, man. Hopefully it's gonna be a lot better than the last one, man. What are you going for, man? What are your predictions for tonight? Who do you want to win, Eddie? Who do I want to win? I want Triple G to win because I feel like he was robbed on the last one, and I feel like, you know, again, this I feel like it's too much collusion going on the side of Golden Boy Productions right now. Mix, man, I appreciate the follow, my man. Blessings to you and the family. Thank you. So that's why I would want Triple G to win, because I'm actually a Canelo fan. Like, I like Canelo, and I like how Canelo fights. It's just, you know, I don't know, man. I hate that whole, you know, cheating type of thing, man. It's like, you know, what kind of example are you setting? You are, and then again, it might not be cheating. Let me not say that. Let me not go too deep. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if it is, how can you look yourself in the mirror? Let's just put it like that. So, and again, there's too many coincidences that's going on between, you know, the first fight and now, you know, to not have that kind of thoughts in your head. And, you know, Triple G, he don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to get a good big fight, you know, and he's just trying to go out in history as one of the best at what he does. We don't need all that extra stuff, man. We don't need dudes to be taking steroids, or, you know, having judges paid off, or, you know, paying off, you know, the committee to get you off early. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, all that stuff is crazy. You know, anybody else, if it was anybody else, that wouldn't have happened. And that's the thing that is the reason why it's kind of upsetting, because, you know, that wouldn't have happened to anybody else, you know, or anybody that's not on a certain caliber, a fighter that's bringing in a certain kind of money. We all know this, you know, so that's what makes it so much worse. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how people could roll like that. You know, you know, it's like, for instance, me, I'm not on that type of level, so I can't really talk too much, you know, garbage, but I live my life based on how my daughter's gonna look at me when I get older, you know, or when she gets older and say, you know, well, damn, Dad, you know, you did this to, you know, get over, or you know, you cheated to do this, you know, and I want her to be proud of the things that I did in my life. You know what I'm saying? So when you cut these corners and, you know, do all these things, you know, and you in a position where you are, you know, like Canelo, you know, man, he's everybody in Mexico love that dude. Everybody want to be Canelo out in Mexico. You know, a lot. He has a big following. You know, he's a role model. You know, but then you got on the side, you got these things going on. So I don't know. I don't really be I don't like that type of stuff. I'm not feeling that type of stuff. And again, like I said, this is all speculation. We don't know for sure. We don't got nothing in our hand. I want to keep reiterating that. But like I said, what leads me to believe these things is just too many coincidences. Too many coincidences. Like, I don't believe in coincidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in coincidence, man. But also, like I said, depending on where I'm at for the fight tonight, I'm gonna try to live stream. We're supposed to be going to a bar or something like that to watch it live. I don't have, I don't know for sure if that's gonna go down. So if I don't, I'll play it in the house, and I'll do like live reactions to the fight, as I'm watching it. So, a bit random, but thoughts on Logowski? No, I don't know. I don't know who that is. Let me look him up. I may not know him by name. I might know him by face. Let's do a young boxer? I don't know what this is. Oh, he's a young boxer? Logan. Is that who he is? Oh, Logan versus KIS. Oh, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, who is this dude? Okay, KIS. Alright, I never seen this actually, so I'm actually gonna check this. Can you give me a little bit of rundown on what this is about? So Logan Paul versus Chaos exposes an ugliness that's older than YouTube. Hold on. The Logan Paul Chaos fight exposed for the ugliness of YouTube. Like thousands of I'm reading this from TheVerge.com. So I'm just, because like I said, I haven't heard of this, so I want to check what this is about. Like thousands of others, this weekend I traveled to Manchester in England to watch the sort of boxing match between two notorious YouTubers, American reprobate Logan Paul and the British self-promoter KIS, a conflict between villains. It was the accumulation of an embarrassing series of badly acted trash talk videos and diss tracks. I was entirely ready for this to be a shambolic failure. Instead, I got flawlessly executed circus of bullshit. Logan Paul and KIS teams ran a neatly perfect event showing the packed Manchester arena. Blah blah blah. The show was more of a Logan Paul XK collaboration than a fight of genuine rivalry. Jake Paul, Logan's younger brother, also for KI's younger brother, Dejin. Immediately after the fight, Jake announced that he was launching his own clothing line, and he wants documented domestic abuser Chris Brown to be his next opponent. It was a reverse mix of brazen commercialism and the infliction of genuine pain. The amateurism of the performers translated in a brawling performance that left most people in the crowd delighted. Whoever it was that they hated, that dude got punched in the face or bled for their entertainment. Covering up bloody violence as a $10 pay-per-view on YouTube and charging as much as $200 for floor seats in the arena. This was an affirmation of the enduring bankability of toxic masculinity. In executing their contrived feud, the two pairs of brothers sought to assert their superior manliness through base insults about strength, pain tolerance, attire, maternal possessions and sexual prowess. You think we'd all know better now that our shared culture would be moving from such rhetoric tropes, but nope. So these dudes are YouTubers, and they got a feud. They had a feud with each other, but it seemed like they BS this. Let's see. Let's check this out. Hold on a second here. Sorry about that. I'm just checking this out. They are YouTubers who train for months and fought, and they brought a lot of attention to boxing, so it's good. Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you wanted out of this, right? Like how okay, so first of all, just reading it right off the bat, my opinions are like, what did you expect this to be? You know, I feel like if you expected this to be a top level boxing, you know, clash of titans, then you're a fool. Then you got what you deserved if you're upset. You know what I'm saying? But if you were in it for the entertainment, to have some laughs and stuff like that, then you got your money's worth. Because that's what I mean. Come on, it was the same. See, what it seems like they did is, I don't know if you guys know or remembered when Chris Brown and Soldier Boy was gonna have that boxing fight, and they didn't have it. They seem like, because they were getting a lot of attention, but then I guess they squashed the hopes of the boxing match. And these two dudes were like, yo, we can do this, because they were getting so much attention, but we're actually gonna go through with it. And dude, what'd you expect? You know what I'm saying? These dudes are YouTubers. These guys are not fighters. You know what I'm saying? These guys, you know, I mean, I don't know their history. I don't know, you know, what they gone through as far as, you know, life struggles or anything like that. But I mean, these dudes are not fighters. You can't expect a fight to happen. The difference between the Soldier Boy, Chris Brown incident and what these guys are doing is, these guys are entertainers in a platform that they need to be able to promote themselves like that. The different with Soldier Boy and Chris Brown, if they would have went through with that fight and one of them would have lost, their credit would have went so low. So that's why I think they didn't end up doing it. But I mean, whoever lost in this one, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they went through with it, because winning or losing wasn't what was gonna, it didn't matter to them. They were still gonna get paid. Now, Chris Brown and Soldier Boy, yeah, they'll probably get paid for whatever promotion and, you know, whatever would have happened in as a result of who won or who lost. But the after effects is way worse, because, you know, hip hop and rap, you know, it's a lot heavily on street credibility. You know what I'm saying? They have to have this facade that can't be tested, and because when you notice a lot of them get tested when it comes to street credibility, they have to have they have to have a gang with them so that they don't lose. So that's why that's the difference. But I'm telling you, I think they saw Chris Brown, they saw Soldier Boy, they were like, yo, we could make money off of this. And that's it. You know, it was about money. I mean, whoever expected a boxing match, a true art in the class, then they're fools. Yeah, I didn't expect them to be any good, but it was really exactly. Like I could tell, I'm not even watching it. I'm just reading that one little excerpt from that article, and I could already put it together. Like, this is what this was, and good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know, people are trying to better, you know, better their platform, especially nowadays where everybody's trying to be a YouTuber, everybody's trying to be in social media, everybody's doing it now. Like, what are the things that people are doing to separate themselves from the fluff? And especially, I mean, I don't know these dudes, I never watched any of their sites, but they seem to be pretty up there. So they have to reinvent the wheel, they have to do something different, and yo, more power to them. You know what I'm saying? More power for people that's innovators, that's making something different to you know, something that people are not seeing and making money off of it. Like, that's your fault that you got fooled. But I'll actually check the fight out a little bit. See see how they made a fool of themselves. Do you know how long each of them trained for the fight? Like, what was their you know, training time? He had a WWE entrance. These dudes, you know this was about, you know this was about money. Like, if you have, I mean, he looks in shape though. He looks in shape. More power to him. You know what I'm saying? More power to him that he took his training seriously, and that's a mark of a showman. That's a mark of a showman. You know what I'm saying? They really try to make a show. You know. Yeah, he looked good. He looked like he did train. Oh, I didn't hear his entrance. Yeah, they got Michael Buffer. You know, it's a mill just right off the bat. Oh, can I share? I mean, I don't know if I have the rights to do that, but let me see. I mean, I'll do it. Give me a second. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Give me a quick second. Excuse me. So I'll do a little clips of it. Oh, so like I was saying, yeah, they got Michael Buffer. That's like a mill something right off the bat just to get Michael Buffer to talk for you. So you know they were looking for the aesthetics of it. Yeah, like you see, like their body, you could tell that they were training for it. So at least they took that seriously. They wanted to make it so that, you know, they're showmans. Look at it, you see it, you see it. They showmen, they showmen, they show, they're making a show of it. Look at Michael Buffer in the background. Look at him. Look at him. Man got $1 million off the bat. All right, well, come on. Yo, he's not that bad. That's an okay jab. I mean, they ain't got much movement, but I mean, he's using his height and his reach really well. I'm sure in the corner that they were telling him that he needed to do that, work the jab a lot more because you got a high, you know, you got a bigger reach. But in 6 rounds of boxing, oh, I didn't get to see that. Yeah, you can. You can tell these dudes are showmans, dude, because yo, they got their hands so low, dude. Like, oh shit! Hold up a second. What'd you say? Yeah, even Shannon Briggs was there supporting their event. Yeah, dude. Like, it's come on, man. This is entertainment. Then these guys are not boxers, man. Like, anybody that, like, yo, hold on. First of all, let me tell you guys a little bit about me. I've been doing martial arts since I was 10 years old. And then now in my years, I'm more working on boxing, and you know what I'm saying. I've been doing boxing, kickboxing, MMA for about 5. Like anybody that is in it knows. Like you could tell right off the bat. Like, okay, this dude, he knows what he's doing. Some people, you know, and then you could tell. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. So I could tell that these dudes are not boxers, but you gotta respect what they put into to make it look like they are. These dudes look good. They you know they have at least a base knowledge of their abilities as far as physical. I mean, you got to give them props, man. They didn't have to do that. They didn't. You know how hard it is to train. You know what I'm saying, to look, you know, a certain way. Like that takes a certain amount of discipline in its own, and to do that for the fans, you know, just come on, man, like, come on, man. You got get like stop hating that these dudes made money off you, and you was expect to see people get knocked out and whatnot. Like, get out of here. Man, they got no foot movement or nothing. Ooh, nice jab. Ooh. So you see, one thing I will always tell you, if you were really trying to be, you know, become a fighter, try to limit yourself moving back as much as possible, because you see why that hit him? That hit him because he's going like this. He's moving back. You can't. It's very hard to defend and move back. You know what I'm saying, at the same time. So that's why he got popped with that. If you notice that someone is moving back a lot every time you throw punches, just fake them, boom, boom, wait until he moves back, and then boom, hit him with your longest reaching power punch. That's just gonna put him right back. You see why he's setting those up? Because he's setting those up because of the jab. But watch, his arm is gonna get real tired. That's why he's keeping it low. He's keeping it low because he doesn't want his arm to get tired. His corner is really good. His corner, whatever his corner told him, is really good. But yeah, I don't have the rights to repost that, so I don't want to get in trouble here. I don't want the Twitch cops to come and get me. Baldo Jack was on KIS corner. Blue Jack. Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. Hold on a second. His name sounds real familiar. Baldo Johannes Gabriel Jack is a Swedish professional boxer. He was a former world champion in two weight classes, having held the WBC super middleweight title. Yeah, I knew his name sounded familiar. That's what I'm saying. You see, like they have it because of how they're, you know, certain things that they're doing. You could tell that they have like a very, like they have like the corner taught them something, and there was a certain plan, and I could tell his right off the bat where they were like, yo, you make sure you throw your jab. You got your taller dude. You got the reach. He has to come in on you, and that's the very basis of learning to fight. You know, knowing what you're strong at. You know what your distance. Like, I'm a shorter dude, so I have to come in at a certain point. But the way I come in is how I have to finagle the bagel. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they were telling him in his corner. I would say if it was him, like, you know, like I said, you would have to finagle your way to getting in. You're gonna take some shots, but once you take some shots, if you could get into a certain point, then you end up choking him up with his punches, and then that's when you wail on him. But oh no! But doesn't Floyd move back to dodge punches? What do you mean? You talking about Floyd Mayweather? Doesn't Floyd move back to dodge punches? I don't know what that means. Are you asking me of Floyd Mayweather's tactics of boxing? Floyd Mayweather's a master boxer. Let's first put that right off the bat. Floyd Mayweather's a master boxer. His strength is defensive counterpunching, but he has such a strong defense. But that's not by any means his only form of like he's not limited to that. It's just it's what he highlights the most, or what is highlighted of him the most, the fact that he's a very defensive fighter, counter punching fighter, because he's so quick on the counter punch. He's so quick on his feet in general. His defense, his mastery of the Philly shell is crazy. So when you say, like, I really don't, does a Floyd move back to dodge punches? I really don't understand the question. If you mean counter punches, he falls back on counter punching. You got counter punching is a means to an end, right? So if you think of it in the sense that, like, okay, so let's say Floyd Mayweather, everybody would be scared of Floyd Mayweather's counterpunching ability, but they got to understand that they got to work Floyd Mayweather, because then if not, then Floyd Mayweather's going to work you. So But once you get into it, once he solidifies, like, okay, my defense is strong. I'm catching him with counter punches. Everything else flows a little bit from there. It's weird. It's a weird mentality, but just a general, like, if I could explain it in the general sense, what I do to you is information for me, which is the same that it should be for you. So what do I mean by that? Let's take the case of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's defense is giving him information on your offense. So with the information then that he gathers, he's able to readjust his plan to better win the fight. And his defense is so good that's why he's able to beat people, because he gets so much information that he's able to win. Now, everybody's form of fighting is different, but everybody, I tell you right now, everybody is getting information differently, whether it be from offense, whether it be from defense. The thing with Floyd Mayweather is that, especially in something like boxing, offense usually wins the game because you can't block everything, right? You're gonna get hit with something. So a lot of people don't like to be in a position where they're getting hit with flurries and they get hit with something. Like, nobody wants to get hit, pretty much is what I mean. Nobody likes to get hit. Nobody wants to get hit, but it's a part of the game. You're gonna get hit, right? So if you're the one, if I'm offensive, I'm setting the tone. You have to be reactive to me. But the good thing about being, if I'm offense, I'm proactive. I'm making you move. I'm making you have to block. I'm forcing you to do something, which when it comes to like combat sports, that's always a better position to be in, because an example would be if I throw a jab hook. A 1, 2, 3, right? I'm forcing you to 1, 2, 3. I'm forcing you to block here, and I'm forcing you to move it out, right? Okay, boom, boom, boom. I'm forcing you to do this, right? Now, what if I said boom, 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 boom? I did a 1, 2, 3, 2. The information that I gained from you is that you're expecting a 1, 2, 3, right? You 1, 2, you blocking the 1, 2, and then you blocking the 3. But now I implemented a 2. You can't react to everything. You might get that one time. Okay, he got that 1, 2, 3. What if I go too low to the body? So it's very, very hard for a defensive fighter to constantly keep being reactive to your proactivity. So that's why a lot of people can't. It was hard to beat Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd Mayweather's defense was so strong that their offense wasn't really phasing Floyd Mayweather as much. And all this time, he's gaining all this information on them. Now, all right, boom, I know where to counterpunch. I know what he's weak against. And you got to also remember, being offensive is tiring. Like, doing all this, that you can't. How long do you think you could do this at a set time? Like, for instance, I don't mean to plug this in, but I have my social media sites that I'm doing my other things on. I'll plug that in though, just for the hell of it. But when I did a video recently on how I train on the heavy bag, and I train on the heavy bag where I'll do speed for 30 seconds and then I'll do power, right, for another 30 seconds, right, to build up the stamina, because building up the stamina on different fronts is hard. Like, if you're punching with speed, yeah, you might have some power, but it's not as powerful as something that you're taking your time and hitting a powerful ability. You move a lot more with your body when you're hitting a power punch, and it's all different stamina sets. So these things are not easy. And think about it, if you're being really, really offensive, you're tiring yourself out. It's just what happens, and if Floyd Mayweather is being real, he's taking damage, but his form of defense was so good that, I mean, it's something to behold. That's why they say he's probably one of the greatest fighters ever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the link to my fitness videos and other things I got up in there. It's a link to all of my sites. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check it out, You know, if you want more of this stuff, you know, hit those up. Be greatly appreciated, so I can keep putting out content there for you guys. Khabib and Conor, man, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. I think I might need another video for that one, dude. Khabib and Conor. I will say this, and I'm gonna do another, you know, like video live stream like this, when that gets closer to the date. You know, it's next month. It's gonna be, yo, these couple of months. It's great for the sports of combat sports. Like I just want to say that right now. Like these like since maybe I would say the beginning of this month or the ending of last month, all the way to the ending of the year is going to be great for sports. And Khabib and Conor is going to be another one. I will say this. This is what I will say about Khabib and Conor. I'm a Conor McGregor fan because I'm more of a stand-up fighter. You know, everything that everything that I've done in my life was always stand-up fighting. Striking, so I like Conor because of that, because he represents, you know, what I like in the sense of combat sports. I mean, yo, I will say that grappling is a great discipline. Everybody should have a knowledge in some type of grappling to some extent. It's just not, you know, like as you grow, you have to find what your niche is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll say about that. Khabib is the grappler, Conor's the striker. They are the extreme of each discipline. Conor's the extreme version of probably one of the greatest strikers in UFC history, and Khabib is probably right now the extreme version of the greatest grappler. Something got to give, and that's what's going to happen in this fight. You know, I mean, damn, I'm promoting it like if I'm making money off of it, but that's how I see this fight. Like, I'll give a slight advantage to Conor McGregor, and the reason why I give him the slight advantage is because the fight starts standing up. That's the only reason why I would give. Khabib has to put Conor in a position to put him on the ground, so it forces Khabib to like he's forced to take risks. And I think that's what Conor is banking on, because Conor got that powerful, you know, left cross, that powerful left number 2. So that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. You know, and like I said, as the fight goes, you know, closer and closer, you know, I'll do probably another one of these. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube as well for you know, for those that didn't see it. But yeah, this one was mostly, I wanted to mostly delve into to Conor and Triple G, because that one I wouldn't be doing them two justice if I just, you know, if I put it on this one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They need Khabib and Conor McGregor. They need their own. In my opinion, they deserve the respect, and they need their own separate you know, stream / video for them. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about arm wrestling? I mean, I'm not an arm wrestler, but I respect arm wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to work hard to be strong. You know, strong from just your arm. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. Like, let's say for instance, you do a bicep curl. There's some people that use a lot of different parts of their body to do a bicep curl instead of just straight arm strength. Like, you know how hard it is to just use arm strength to do something? Like, this is just one part, small part of the body. Well, if you were to consider this the arm, one arm is maybe what, 5% of your body? So imagine that you using one arm to do certain things. Some people are lifting 60 pounds, 100 pounds with one dumbbell on one arm. That's, you know, you gotta respect people that do that, man. I mean, listen, I respect anybody that goes in the ring, that trains. That's what I mean. I respect everybody, but I you know, when I'm like, all right, you know, when you train, when you do something that takes a lot of discipline, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show love to that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Rafa Boss 17? I hope and blessings to you and your family. Hope everything is good. Well, you stream the fight. Okay, so like I said before, I am supposed to be hitting up a bar with family and friends to watch the fight. So I may try to like I'll probably, if I can, I'll probably live stream some of it, if I can. But as far as like streaming like the whole, you know, pay-per-view event so you guys can see it, I mean, nah, I mean I couldn't even do that even if I wanted to, you know, that's against copyright. But if it doesn't go through, and we don't all link up to go to a bar or something like that, I'll probably stream me watching the fight and give you my you know, like my play-by-play and, you know, what I thought and things like that, you know, like kind of like a you know, hosting type of thing, you know what I mean, a commentary kind of thing of it. So let's see what happens, you know what I'm saying. Let's see what happens with that, because nothing's set in stone right now, because I don't know if, you know, people are gonna, you know, nobody has confirmed the location of where we supposed to be going. So all right, Rafa, you take care, brother. But yeah, so I mean, with that, we gotta start getting ready for the day. It's 8 o'clock out here. My daughter should be getting up soon. Please hit that link. Hit me up on my other social media sites. I got my YouTube, my SoundCloud. You know, I put these videos up on the regular, discussion videos, motivational videos for fitness and life, and you know what I'm saying, just for us to, as a people, man, to become, you know, to get in a better place in our lives, you know what I'm saying. You know, I just do it for that. I mean, if anybody of y'all got any more questions before I head out, you know, feel free. Like I said, we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna live stream something, whether it's, you know, play-by-play, or as if us in the bar hanging out chilling, you know, with the people, you know, giving my commentary and things like that. You know, something's gonna go down tonight, you know. So definitely hit the follow. Also, like I said, hit the follow on the other social media sites. You want to see, I just put up another video on like my heavy bag workout, like I said. So if you want to get a little look into what I'm doing, you could definitely do that. Yeah, I mean, the site the speaks for itself, man. The sites speak for themselves, man. So yeah, if any of y'all got any other questions, I'll stay here for a couple of more seconds, and if not, love to everybody. Appreciate all of y'all that hit the follow, that came through the talk. I mix 12 again. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it a lot. Hope I see you again later on tonight, man. We could talk a little bit of last minute predictions. Don't go out there doing anything I wouldn't do. Wherever you guys are gonna check the fight, if you guys are gonna check the fight. But yeah, that's about it, man. So love to everybody. Appreciate everybody coming through. God bless for all of y'all that are out there that got hit with the hurricane. Hopefully y'all doing good. God bless to everybody. Blessings to all. And I'll see y'all on later tonight.